Well, good evening. It is the Bulletin Man joining you. I should say good morning. Today is August 6th, the first minutes of August 6th. It is approximately 12:04 Central Daylight Time as I bring this Bulletin Man broadcast to you, the viewing audience, and those brave enough to stop by kjeff.com, bulletinman.com, where you're going to get the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but my version of the truth. So I do appreciate you stopping by and checking it out. Please always remember to tell a friend about the one and only Bulletin Man. August 6th on this date, well, we got the day in history right here for you. I'll just go over this. It kind of gives me something to talk about, to entertain you this afternoon or this evening or this morning or at midnight, whenever you might be watching this. In 1284, the Italian city of Pisa is defeated in the Battle of Marino by Genie, rooting its naval power. In 1538, Bogota, Colombia, was founded by Gonzalo Jimenez de Quesadilla. That's where you get the name Quesadilla. All right. In 1661, the Treaty of Hague is signed by Portugal and the Dutch Republic. In 1787, 60 proof sheets of the Constitution of the United States are delivered to the Constitutional Convention, and I must remind you, Constitution Day is September 17th. We're planning a big shindig around Bulletin Land on the Constitution Day. Stay tuned for more details on that. In 1806, Francis II, the last Holy Roman Emperor, abdicates, ending the Holy Roman Empire of the German nation. And the Holy Roman Empire is coming back, folks, but it's not going to be the Germans leading it this time. It's going to be the British leading it. In 1819, the Norwich University is founded in Vermont. This is the first private military school in the United States. In 1825, Bolivia gains independence from Spain. In 1845, the Russian Geographical Society is founded in St. Petersburg. You know, Russia's really far advanced, and the Russian people, me being from Russia, are just highly intelligent and good people, and get a lot of bad light here in America, but the Russian folks are really good people and very far advanced, and I believe they have weapons that far out past us, and Vladimir Putin, he is a real Christian. They shut down the homosexual parade. They're shutting down the casinos, and Vladimir is an Orthodox Christian, and I've been looking into the Orthodox faith. Been real Zionist news. Brother Nathaniel Kepler is his name. He's kind of got me looking into a few different things about the that Orthodox faith. But you know what? You need to take another look at Vladimir Putin over there in Russia. He's not as bad as the Americans want to play him off to be. In 1901. Kauai land in Oklahoma is open for white settlement, effectively dissolving the contiguous reservation. Man, what we did to those Indians is terrible too. And my man Andrew Jackson, Stonewall Jackson, my favorite president, started the whole Trail of Tears thing, and that made me look bad on him the other night, so I got to rethink Andrew, but he did stop the bank, and that's what it's all about, is that damn Federal Reserve Bank, and we got to shut that bank down. You need to get behind Ron Paul's bill to audit the Fed at least and see how bad they are stealing from us. I know it's trillions of dollars, folks. Some guys caught over in Switzerland with like $235 billion worth of our bonds. That's a lot of money. It's like $1 million a day in interest, if you can believe that. In 1914, on this day, World War I started. Serbia declares war on Germany, and Australia declares war on Russia. And World War I was, of course, designed to get rid of the Tsar because and destroy Christian Russia. That's what communism wants to do, is destroy religion. And Russia, like I said, back in the early turn of the century, was very far advanced, and because of Christianity. And that's what they're trying to do here in America. So August 6th, in 1923, Henry Sullivan swam the English Channel. That's quite a feat, 20-something miles. In 1926, Gertrude Edler becomes the first woman to swim across the English Channel. My goodness gracious. 3 years later, in 1926, on this day also, the Warner Brothers Vitaphone system premieres with the movie Don Juan, starring John Barrymore. All right, and this day in 1926, Harry Houdini performs his greatest feat, spending 91 minutes under water in a sealed tank before escaping. Wonder what happened to Chris Angel. I got cable now, and I ain't seen Chris Angel since I've been here and got the cable. He's pretty amazing, too. I think he made a deal with the devil. I think he went on down to the crossroads. I was watching that movie there, 92 Crossroads. You got to check that out sometime. Okay, let's see here. Where am I at? Oh, my goodness. Queen Wilhelmina becomes the first reigning queen to address a joint session of the United States Congress in 1942. But, my goodness gracious, who is Queen Wilhelmina? I guess that's the mystery today. Wikipedia did not put on there who is the queen. She ain't the British queen, I don't think. I think that's Queen Elizabeth. In 1930, this is a good one for all my legal buddies out there. Judge Joseph Force Crater steps into a taxi in New York and disappears. Oh, let's not forget about this date. In 1945, World War II, Hiroshima is devastated when an atomic bomb named Little Boy is dropped by the United States B-29. About 70,000 people killed instantly. Some tens of thousands die in subsequent years due to burns and radiation poisoning. And that was Harry S. Truman, Missouri's favorite son, who nuked those 70,000 innocent Japanese boys, girls, men, women, and children. We didn't have to do that, man. Japan was wanting to surrender. They offered us peace conditions, and we turned them down. And then 3 days later, we dropped the other one. And I heard we stole the atomic bombs from Hitler. That we didn't even make the atomic bombs. That we actually able to get them out of Germany, and that's why they called it the Manhattan Project, because Hitler was going to bomb Manhattan with these atomic bombs. Let's see here. The 1960 Cuban Revolution in response to the United States embargo, Cuba nationalized American and foreign-owned property in the nation. I always thought it was the other way around. I thought they nationalized everything, and that's why we embargoed them. You know what? Those Chevys back in the late 50s and 60s are still running down there in Cuba. They can keep those cars running. We can't keep a car running here in America. 62, Jamaica became independent on this day. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I like to go to Jamaica sometime. Oh, in 64, Prometheus, the world's oldest tree, is cut down by George Bush. Him and Barack Obama. This is Barack Obama's first field trip. George Bush took him out. U.S. President Lyndon B. Johnson signs the Voting Rights Act of 65 into law. My goodness, on this date in 1965. Actually, that 14th Amendment made us all slaves. It didn't set the black man free. It made us all slaves. It made us U.S. citizens. We used to be state citizens. The state used to belong to the United States. But, that's neither here nor there. In let's get some more recent time here. Oh, my goodness gracious. Weather control. In 1986, a low-pressure system redeveloped off New South Wales coast drops a record 328 millimeters, 13 inches of rain in a day in Sydney, flooding the city of Sydney. Can you say weather control? Weather is a force multiplier. In this day in 1990, the Gulf War, the United Nations Security Council ordered a global trade embargo against Iraq in response to Iraq's invasion of Kuwait. Alright, I think that's about all the time I got. It's probably getting near 10 minutes. I love you. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, let's celebrate Harry Truman Day, huh? Remember, old Harry, next time we're celebrating all those state of Missouri employees take that day off there. Remember old Harry Truman and all the hundreds of thousands of people he innocently killed because it was part of the plan. Shh, don't tell anybody. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Tell a friend about the one and only Bulletin Man. You can tell them about that, alright? But don't tell them about the plan. See ya.